guys. Now I've wanted to do this video for a little while, so I've got another phone just to do this for you and show you what I discovered. And this is on everybody's phone. This is an iPhone that I'm doing it on at the moment. So if you go settings, right, and then general, and down, down to legal and regulatory, and you see RF exposure. Right, now it tells you here, iPhone has been tested and meets applicable limits for radio frequency RF exposure. Specific absorption rate, SRA, refers to the rate at which the body absorbs RF energy. The SAR limit is 1.6 watts per kilogram. In countries that set the limit average over 1 gram of tissue and 2.0 watts per kilogram in countries that set the limit average over 10 grams of tissue. During testing, iPhone radios are set to their highest transmission levels and placed in a position that simulate uses against the head with no separation, and when worn or carried against the torso of the body with 5mm separation. To reduce RF exposure to RF energy, use a hands-free option such as a built-in speakerphone, headphones or other similar accessories. Oh my god, my hands are shaking, sorry. Right. Cases and metal parts may change the RF performance and the device, including its compliance with RF exposure guidelines, in a manner that has not been tested or certified. So basically what that's saying is, if you've got a metal case, it's going to make it worse. It's going to amplify the exposure. Right. SAR values for this device are available at www.apple.com/legal/RF exposure/iPhone 8 4/EN dash, sorry, it's not a dash, it's something else. Right, hang on, open the phone up again. Alright, RF exposure. Let's go back down here. Right, so you can see the link there anyway, and you can see how you find it. Just read the bottom bit. Although this device has been tested to determine the SAR in each band of operation, not all bands are available in all areas. Bands are dependent on your service provider's wireless and roaming networks. So obviously it varies between all of the different bands and all of the different providers. So they haven't tested it all. That's just only on some of them, right? And right, let's go back up the top. So basically what this means is you shouldn't hold your phone to your head or you get too much radiation, which is RF energy, radio frequency energy. That's what you get the radiation from, right? So you're not supposed to hold the phone to your head, right? And you're not supposed to have it on when it's in your pocket, right? And this is causing men to get testicular cancer because they carry their phone in their pocket next to their privates, and women get breast cancer because they carry their phones in their handbag next to their breast. Now, I made this, I told my bosses at Openreach UK, right, I said, look, what I found, and why have you given us, all your engineers, you've given us these phones and not told us we're not supposed to hold them to our head. Now, I was off work for about 6 months with depression and anxiety, and I was using my phone that whole time with it resting on my body, watching YouTube videos, and you know, I was streaming from the phone as well, and it made me sicker and sicker and sicker, and I discovered the reasons why. Now, I went to my bosses and said, I want a meeting about this, I want to know what's going on, why aren't you telling people about this stuff? You know, this evidence is on everybody's phone. So if you suffer with depression and anxiety, right? You need to phone the police and report the phone company for not telling you all of this information, not making you aware of it. Even though they've put it in this small print in it, they've not made this public information. You know, children and adults are holding their phones to their heads, and mental health is on the rise in adults and children. Cancers are on the rise. You know, it's not only the phones that are causing cancer, I'm not saying that, but it's a big part of it. Obviously, a lot of food's been sprayed with pesticides, and that's also adding to it as well. So, you know, I mean, for me to buy food without poison on it, yeah, I have to buy organic food. So I have to pay more to get food without poison on. Now, this is disgusting, and all these companies, they need to be held accountable. And I think this is going to end this current situation that we're in, and all this suffering that people are going through. There's no need for it. We're all full of heavy metals, and they accumulate inside us, and they work their way to the brain, and this is causing autism, ADHD, all of the different brain conditions like Parkinson's and stuff like that. And this is the cause of it, and obviously these people know about it, and they're not making the public aware of it. Now, I was an Openreach engineer for 9 years, so I know what I'm talking about, and I discovered all this information myself because I was ill. I researched on the internet, and I found out a hell of a lot of stuff about how toxic our food is, all the processed foods that we eat, all the convenience food. It's making us sick. And I wanted to make everyone aware of this, so this is going to be going on my YouTube channel. Probably won't stay there long and probably be taken down, but if you go on my website, you'll also be able to find it there. So you know, then I can't take it off my website unless they shut my website down, which, no, you know, they might possibly do, but I'm willing to take that risk because I don't think anyone should keep suffering. Take care all, and I love you, and you are never alone.